I'm along with that. Send the money all the time.
Appreciate it. I do want you to recognize that I am representing myself as a stakeholder, landowner, along with many tributaries of White River and along the White River. In addition, as the elected official of the county that is supposed to take up the interest of.
I take a lot of y'all's stuff and put it in the newspaper.
The one thing I really want you to review is the use of the word intended within the secretarial order. Now, I promise you, outside on many streets in this state, I can find people that will tell you they do not intend to take your billfold if you simply leave it laying and intend for 30 minutes. I do not believe there's a single person here that would take certain people at their word that they didn't intend it to happen, that they didn't expect it to happen. That word is problematic for me. The second thing, these people left home today for a destination that did not intend to have an automobile accident. Yet multiple millions of dollars of damage, many injuries and deaths have occurred as an unintentional consequence. So I think that it's very important that in the secretarial order that you examine the use of the word intended. We can hear all the words we want to about what it's not going to do, but that can change moment by moment, and at any time, a different executive or different secretary could mandate the need for certain lands to be taken. I believe that most of you here, I know I support voluntary conversions of land to enhance water quality, to enhance conservation issues. I am adamantly against any involuntary conversions that can occur as a result of this secretarial order or the designation. For that reason, I cannot support the Blueway designation. The very feel-good principles of the order and the designation, if we could find a way around them, they could have a good benefit. I know Senator Flowers already left, but monies that can come in that, as a result of that designation, could benefit this state and our several communities. And I know about partnerships. And I want to tell you, you got Game and Fish Commission sitting here. Independence County has partnered with the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission on multiple projects that benefit a multitude of my constituents each and every day. It may be through boat ramps. It may be through the shooting sports complex we have. It may be through access to those. At the same time, we have partnered, in addition to